Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we will be solving three previous year questions from geometry, and these questions came in CAT 2003 and 2004. So let's start the video, starting off with the first question. So we have a regular hexagon A, B, C, D, E, F. What is the ratio of the area of the triangle ACE to that of the hexagon ABCDEF? So first let me draw a regular hexagon. See, by regular hexagon, what is the definition of regular hexagon or any regular polygon? All the sides must be equal, all the angles, interior angles will be equal, and also there will be a center or a point which is equidistant from all the vertices of the polygon. Okay, so this is a regular hexagon. Okay, properties of regular polygon, you can say this is true for all regular polygons. First is all sides are equal. Second, all the interior angles, which will automatically mean that the exterior angles are also equal. All interior angles are equal. And the most important, all the vertices, by vertices I mean the corners, all the vertices of the polygon will be equidistant from the center of the polygon, of the regular polygon. Okay, suppose this is the our given regular polygon. Okay, this is a regular hexagon. Hexagon means having 6 sides, so this is the center. First property says that all the sides are equal, so let us assume that each side of the regular hexagon is x units. And these are the vertices A, B, C, D, E and F. Now these vertices are equidistant from the, equidistant means they are at an equal distance from the center. Okay, also see the interior angle of a regular hexagon, of a regular polygon. How do you find the exterior angle? The exterior angle, this is the fourth point, exterior angle is equal to 360 degree by n, where n is the number of sides. Exterior angle, okay, that means suppose if I extend one of the side, this will be the exterior angle. Okay, so what will be the exterior angle? This is suppose theta. What will be theta? Theta will be equal to 360 degree by n. N is the number of sides, means 6, so 60 degree. Now if the exterior angle is 60 degree, what will be the interior angle? interior angle will be equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree, which will give you 120 degree. That means in a regular hexagon, all the interior angles measure 120 degree. Okay. Now these two sides are equal. Right? Suppose this is O is the center. OE is equal to OD. Right? OE and OD are equal to OF. Consider these two triangles. Okay. These triangles. Just focus on triangle OEF ODE. See, OF equal to OD. OE is equal to OE, which is the common side. EF is equal to DE. Triangle OEF and triangle OED. These two triangles I have written that the corresponding sides are equal. So the triangle are congruent from this. Therefore, the two triangles are congruent. Alright, using SSS rule. That means what? This angle will be equal to this angle. Similarly, if I consider this triangle and this triangle, this angle angle COD will be equal to angle DOE, right? If I consider this triangle and this triangle, again this angle will be equal to this angle. Similarly, this angle will be equal to this angle and this angle will be equal to this angle. That means all the central angle are equal. And how many central angle are formed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the value of, suppose this is alpha? What will be alpha? Alpha will be equal to 360 degree, right? This is a complete angle and it is divided into 6 equal angles. So each angle will be equal to 60 degree, right? So alpha is equal to 60 degree. Now I know that these two sides are equal. If these two sides are equal, that means what? The angles opposite to them will also be equal. And I already have one angle as 60 degree. This angle alpha is 60 degree. And these two angles are equal. That means what? Triangle OED is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. That means all these angles will be equilateral triangle. This, 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 and this. All these 6 triangles will be equilateral triangle. And how many equilateral triangles are formed? 6 equilateral triangles are formed. So what is the area? Area of A, B, C, D, E, F. What will be the area? Area will be 6 times area of an equilateral triangle. The area of an equilateral triangle is given by root over 3 by 4 x square, where x is the side of the equilateral triangle. In this case, we have assumed it as x, right? Since this is x and we have proved that each triangle is an equilateral triangle, so the side length will be x. All right. Okay. Now I will draw again. Okay, this is to this I explain all these things to derive at the formula of a regular hexagon, which is given by 6 root over 3 by 4 x square, where x is the side of the regular hexagon. Okay, this is just to prove the formula or to derive the formula. Okay, in exam you can directly use the result. Now I have to find the area of ACE. Okay, I am again drawing the figure. Okay, this point is A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, this is the same figure. Okay, now suppose I join points A, E, and C, because we have to find the area of triangle ACE. Okay, you have to find the area of triangle ACE. How do I find the area? Now remember, I have found out that the interior angle of the regular hexagon is 120 degrees. Now this angle, this side is we have assumed as x, this side we have assumed as x, this angle is 120 degree. If this is 120 degree, similarly this is x, this is x, this is also 120 degree, this is x, this is x, this is also 120 degree. That means what? All these three triangles are congruent, so their third side will also be equal to the corresponding third side of the other triangles. So let me say that this side is y, this is also y, and this is also y. Now use cosine formula or cosine rule. Okay, use this rule. So this, what does this rule says? This rule says that this is theta, cos theta is equal to square of the adjacent sides, summation of square of the adjacent sides minus y square divided by 2 times product of the adjacent sides. Okay, okay, now what is theta? Theta is cos 120 degree, and cos 120 degree is basically minus half, is equal to 2x square minus y square divided by 2x square. Just cancel the 2 and 2. So from solving this equation, you will get y square is equal to 3x square. Okay, now remember, this is an equilateral triangle. AEC is an equilateral triangle. So what will be the area of equilateral triangle? The area will be given by area of ACE. This is an equilateral triangle. So how will you find the area? Root over 3 by 4. Side square. What is the side length? Side length is y square. Okay, but what is y square? Y square is 3x square. So root over 3 by 4 times 3x square, and we need to find the ratio of area of triangle ACE to that of the hexagon. So the required ratio will be given by root over 3 by 4 times 3x square divided by root over 3 by 4 times 6x square. So this we can cancel, x square will get cancelled, 3 by 6, which is basically 1 by 2. Alright, so this seems to be a very long solution, but please remember, you can directly write the formula and find the ratio. I have explained in details such that you understand from where the formula came. Okay, and how to relate the sides of the equilateral triangle ACE to that of the sides of the regular hexagon. Okay, otherwise you could have solved this like if you have the concept or the knowledge of regular polygons and equilateral triangles, you could have solved this question in under 60 seconds, I would say. Okay, now let's move to the next question. So we have a piece of paper which is in the shape of a right angle triangle, okay, and is cut along a line that is parallel to the hypotenuse. Okay, so first let me draw a right angle triangle. This is suppose the right angle triangle, the original right angle triangle. Okay, this is 90 degree. I will name the vertices as ABC, and the triangle is cut along a line that is parallel to the hypotenuse. So AC is the hypotenuse. So let's say I am cutting the I am using a line which is parallel to the hypotenuse AC. Okay, okay, leaving a smaller triangle. So suppose this point is P, this point is Q. There was a 35% reduction in the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, all right. So if there is a 35% reduction, so the new length of the hypotenuse, or basically the length of the hypotenuse of the smaller triangle, will be 65% of the length of the hypotenuse of the original triangle. So suppose the original length of the hypotenuse AC is 100x. So what will be the length of PQ? Length of PQ will be 35% reduction. That means 65% of the original length. So it will be 65% of 100x, which is 65x. If the area of the original triangle was 34 square inches before the cut, so I can say suppose this is AB, right? Suppose AB is capital H, height, and this is the base, original base. BC is the original base. So half into base into height is equal to 34, or I can say base into height is equal to 68. All right. What is the area of the smaller triangle? Okay, we have to find the area of the smaller triangle. Now see, let's say that this is parallel to this, right? We are given, that means what? This angle will be equal to this angle, this angle will be equal to this angle, and this is the common angle. 90 degrees is the common angle. So these two triangles are similar to each other. Okay, so the ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal. So suppose this is the height of the smaller triangle, which I can say it as suppose H. This is the base, small b. Okay, so I can say small h by capital H is equal to small b by capital B is equal to PQ by AC. And what is PQ? PQ is 65x. What is AC? AC is 100x. So this can be written as x, and x will get cancelled. So 5 into 13, 5 into 20. So we have got the relation between the heights of the triangle. So what is the height of the smaller triangle? The height of the smaller triangle will be given by half into base into height is equal to half into what is base? Small b is equal to 13 by 20 times of capital B. What is the height? From this equation, I am substituting the value of small b and small h from this equation. Small h can be written as 13 by 20 times of capital H. This can be written as 169 by 400 into 1 by 2 into base into height. And this is basically the half into base into height is the area of the larger triangle. So this is basically 169 by 400 into 34. This can be written as 1 by 100 into 169 by 2 into 70. Alright, so 169 into 17. Currently I don't have a calculator in hand with me, so 3 6 42, so 8 4 11 169 3, this will be 7 1 8 2. So if I divide, it will be 14.33 something, right? Divided by 2. Okay, so this will be approximately equal to 14.36365. This is, if I divide it by 2, I will get 14.36 is 72, and I will get 5, and 2 is, I have to divide it by 100, so 14 point something. Okay, let's check if, like, do the calculation also. I am just approximating the value. Okay, it will be around 14 point something. So the area of the small square will be 14.36 square inches. This will be the answer. Okay, so now let's move to the last question. So there is a rectangular sheet of paper, okay, which one halved by folding it at the midpoint of its longer side results in a rectangle whose longer and shorter sides are in the same proportion as the longer and shorter sides. Okay, whose longer and shorter sides are in the same proportion as the longer and shorter sides of the original rectangle. So please, this I have repeated this, whose longer and shorter sides are in the same proportion as this. This is not needed. This part is not needed. Okay. Whose sides are in the same proportion as the longer and shorter sides of the original rectangle. If the shorter side of the original rectangle is 2, what is the area of the smaller rectangle? Okay, so first, in geometry, always try to draw the diagram, because after drawing the diagram, lots of things open up basically. This is suppose the original rectangle A, B, C, D. Okay, and this is the length, this is the breadth. Longer side is AB. AB greater than BC. Okay, or you can say length is greater than breadth. Okay, we are folding the rectangle at the midpoint of its longer side. So this is the longer side, this is the midpoint. Let me say that this is 12. Okay, so this will become L, this will become L, this is 12. 12 greater than, this is suppose E, midpoint. Now we are folding the rectangle about this point, right? So that it results in another two rectangles, this rectangle and this rectangle, and there this will be L, this will be L. These two are basically identical rectangles. We are given that the shorter side of the original rectangle is 2. That means B equal to 2. Okay, we are told that results in a rectangle whose longer and shorter side are the same proportion as the longer and shorter side of the original rectangle. So for the original rectangle, what is the ratio or the proportion original rectangle? For the original rectangle, what will be the ratio of the length and breadth of the rectangle? It will be 12 by B. For the new rectangle, no, for the new rectangle, do I know which side is longer? Do I know that is this will be the length of the rectangle, right? Will this L greater than B? Do I know this, or will B be greater than L? I don't know this, right? So two cases, we'll make two cases. L greater than B, B greater than L. So the ratio will be L by B. Here the ratio will be B by L. So as per the question, according to question, we are told that 2L by B, which is the ratio of the longer and shorter side of the original rectangle, this ratio is same as the of the longer and shorter side. So L by B. Is this possible? B, B, L, L. So 2 equal to 1. This is not possible, right? 2 equal to 1 is not possible. So our assumption that L is greater than B is incorrect. This is incorrect. So the only possibility is this. So I can say 2L by B is equal to B by L. So I can say B square is equal to 2L square. I need to find the area of the smaller rectangle. So B is 2. We are given that the shorter side of the original rectangle is 2, right? Shorter side. So what is the shorter side of the original rectangle? B. B is the shorter side of the original rectangle. So B is 2. So this is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2. Okay, L square. So L is equal to root 2. So what is the area of the smaller rectangle? Area of smaller rectangle will be length into breadth. What is the length? Length is 2L by 2. Basically L into B. L into B. What is L? L is root 2. What is B? Is 2. So the answer will be 2 root 2 square units. Square units. Very good question. Thank you.